My friends, I want you to stop right now to do what you're doing. Put the colander down and listen to me for 1 second. I see this a lot. People are taught to rinse their pasta. My friends, this is a tragedy. You are making a huge mistake. Look at this. It breaks my Italian heart. Today, I'm going to tell you why you should never rinse your pasta and what you should do instead. This is a big mistake that many of you make, and today, maybe if you listen to me, you won't do that anymore. And I'll tell you why. For so many years, people have been told to rinse the pasta to stop it from sticking. They are told to put it under cold water to wash it. But what are you really doing is washing away the most important part of your pasta, the starch. As pasta cooks, it releases starch into the water. This is a beautiful thing. That starch is the magic ingredient that helps your beautiful sauce stick to the pasta. It acts like a glue. When you rinse it, you are throwing away all of that beautiful flavor, all of that beautiful glue. You are left with cold, watery and slippery pasta. Your sauce, your beautiful, delicious sauce, will slide off. So Italians don't rinse the pasta because the natural starch on the pasta helps the sauce and the pasta to get to know each other, to make love together, to absorb each other and maximize the flavors of the dish. Rinsing the pasta is only acceptable when you make cold pasta salad, where the starch is not needed because it's going to ruin the salad. So in pasta salads, cold pasta salads, which you take to the beach or mountains or picnic, you need to rinse the pasta to remove the starches because it's a different culinary experience. But when you serve pasta with sauces, which is most of the time, that's what you do need to have al dente pasta with starches straight into the sauce. How do we cook a perfect pasta? First, get the largest pot you have in your house. Put a lot of water, I would say 3/4 or more of that pot, okay? You wait for the water to boil. When it boils, you add 1 tablespoon of rock salt or sea salt. Now you add the pasta in and cook the instructions on the packet. If the packet says pasta al dente in 10 minutes, you cook it for 10 minutes, okay? So start the watch time so you know when to take out the pasta from the pot. Now the first minute that the pasta is in, you want to stir. So you avoid for the pasta to get stuck at the bottom of the pot. Very important. Now in the next 9 minutes, you can stir it again once or twice if you want, okay? I normally do, just for a peace of mind. Now at minute 8, you go and check your pasta, you taste it, and you know how it's going. I'm sure it's not ready yet. At minute 10, you take one more pasta out, try it, and that should be al dente. You don't want the pasta to get stuck in your teeth. That means it's not cooked yet, it's still a bit raw. Al dente means to the tooth. You can bite it, okay? You can feel it, but not stuck into your tooth, okay? So when the pasta is ready to be out of the water, you do not leave it in the colander. You can't let the pasta die. All the nutrients will die with the pasta. The pasta needs to go straight in the sauce. So make sure your sauce is ready for when the pasta is cooked. Now make sure you don't put any olive oil in the water. Do not waste it. Olive oil is actually not good. And if you put olive oil in the boiling water, you know what's going to happen? The olive oil stays on top. It doesn't go at the bottom. The water stays at the bottom, oil stays on top. Okay? And it's actually not good for you to put oil in the pasta water because what happens is the pasta, okay, will get the oil on it and it doesn't allow for the sauce, okay, to be absorbed by the pasta. It will kind of slip off. So the oil is actually very bad for you to add in the pasta water. The heat and the little bit of starch from the water will make the sauce and every single piece of pasta connected. They will absorb, the pasta will absorb the sauce. They will help each other because the sauce gives flavors to the pasta. You need the flavors, right? This is the way it's meant to be done. So when I see people cooking the pasta, leaving the pasta in the colander, then going to the sauce, then put the pasta in the plate, and then you put the sauce on top. Guys, you're killing everything. You're killing all the benefits. No nutrients, no starch, which the starch is so good for you. for digestion, to give you strength, to give you more flavor. You can eat pasta on its own. Do a test when you're around. Cook pasta al dente and have a mashy overcooked pasta, okay? When you eat a mashy overcooked pasta, it's tasteless. When you have the pasta al dente, which means cooked to perfection, no raw, no hard, to the tooth, you have a bite. That is full of flavors already. Without oil, without nothing. It's full of flavors already. So the correct way to prevent pasta from sticking, okay, is not to add olive oil, is not to do anything else that you think you might do right. It's to use a large pot of water and stir the pasta for the first minute. After that, just drain the pasta and toss it directly into the sauce. Very simple. Do not make it complicated, guys. This is how it's done. This is the way. Now, I know there are chefs out there who show you how to cook the pasta in the pan, or how to do the risotto technique, or how to cook the pasta without boiling the water. Guys, let's learn the basic. Let's do the pasta. Let's cook the pasta the way it's been cooked for so many years, forever, okay? Let's stick to that. Let's learn that first, and then you can go to level 99 once you get to level 98. So my friends, look at the proofs. On this side, we have the sad pasta. The sauce has slid right off. On this side, we have a beautiful pasta, perfect pasta. The sauce is part of the pasta. It has no escape. This, my friends, is why we don't rinse the pasta. Try this in your own kitchen. I promise you, you will never rinse your pasta ever again. And please guys, remember, Vincenzo's Plate is here to teach you how to cook, how to eat real Italian food, one video at a time. So subscribe to my channels, join my community, and you will become a pasta lover, an amazing Italian cook, okay? I will see you on the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe, e ora si mangia. Vincenzo's Plate.